Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Hello, everybody. Patriots and leftist pricks alike. How do you like the mentally ill that's running your country today? Oh, March 4th, 2021. Less than 3 weeks away from spring. I can't wait. Well, anyway, these mentally ill fucking nut jobs are canceled, the cancel culture. They're doing away, Hasbro's doing away with Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head and coming out with the neutral Potato Head. I guess they're going to give you men's and women's clothes in the same box. I tell you what, I think it's more of a marketing ploy. Here's women Potato Head, men Potato Head. Some sit on the shelf, some get sold. Well, guess what? No matter if you're boy or girl, you sell the same box. So, I think it's a marketing ploy, but, some people are taking it the wrong way. The other thing that they're saying Dr. Seuss is bad because he might have said something derogatory against some group, the author. Now, I don't know what he said, don't really care. Everybody takes things in modern context. Nobody takes things in context of the time. Whether right or wrong, you're talking about something that happened 70, 80 years ago. Don't worry about it. The guy wrote books that children like, and they don't have to know about what the author did. They're so fucking retarded, these people. Like Disney's talking about they're going to stop airing Grease on the Disney Channel. I think the quote was, "It's too rapey." What the fuck does that mean? There was another one that they were taking off the air too, but I really don't have time for this shit. What's more important is how these fucking idiots are destroying our country. Now, how do we keep electing these fuckers? I keep saying that because I'm fucking pissed off about it. But I know Joe Biden was installed. There's no fucking secret. Now, anybody that tries the argument, oh, there was no evidence of anything, the Constitution was violated. It is explicit. The legislators of the states are the only ones with the power and the authority to change election laws. Some leftist prick going to court in court shopping cases to turn over election law should never be allowed. It is not in the judge's power to tamper with election law. And that's exactly what happened. The judiciary got involved, changed election law, violating our Constitution. Thus, law was broken, and the citizens got fucked. And the people that we elect or appoint to safeguard us from these frauds and these crimes decided that they were going to do nothing about it. All I can say is for cowardice. John Roberts, Supreme Court Justice, is a fucking coward. He's a piece of shit. He should be thrown off the fucking bench because there is no lifelong appointment. It is in good behavior. And what he is promoting, what he did, is not good behavior. How can you tell 18 states, government officials, governors, they have no standing in cases involving their states and election fraud? If these people, the President of the United States has no standing, the states have no standing. then who the fuck has standing? What are you there for? It just pisses me the fuck off. This is the same corrupt shit. And now you hear fucking, what's his name? Reyes, the FBI guy, talking about how they're going after all these extremists and domestic terrorists. No, you're going after Trump supporters. Why don't you tell the public how many Antifa people were arrested in the beginning of this riot, leading it into the State House, and how they were kind of released quietly? We know that happened. This was a false flag operation by leftist groups. Antifa people disguised as MAGA hat wearing Republicans enticed the crowd to go into the State House and do what we all saw what happened on video. Now we know there was Antifa members arrested. They're talking about how they're going after all these people that were there, that did nothing wrong, that were outside. Just the fact that they were there. They're getting visits and calls from the FBI, asking them questions. Hey, I never stepped in the State House, but I was there in the street. But 9 months of rioting, citizens getting beaten and killed, firebombing a federal building, firebombing ICE facilities, shooting police officers, burning stores, burning cities, burning cars. Almost a year, the leftists, Antifa, BLM, out there causing all kinds of fucking mayhem. Oh, they're not domestic terrorists. Antifa's only an idea. Yeah, an idea is marching around in uniform, burning shit, ruining shit, causing chaos, terrorism in the streets, but you don't do shit about that. You got one little fucking mob, couple hours in the State House, and oh my God. Just remember what Barry Goldwater said. Extremism in the pursuit of liberty is no vice. Compromise, and yes, there is a second part. Compromise in the pursuit of justice is no virtue. These fucking mentally ill leftist fucks, they talk about how we have all these poor people, all these fucking people not working, how they gotta hand out everything to everybody, how there's no jobs, no nothing. Yet, we're gonna let all the illegals in here, and what are they gonna do? There's no jobs for them to work. We're already strained up. We got $30 trillion in debt. We already got citizens looking for fucking handouts from the government because they need to survive somehow. Yet we're going to let hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of illegals in here to do what? This is the mental illness. It is the wanton and willing destruction of this republic that we have to fight. And it better be fucking fought by 2022 in the fucking House of Representatives. We have to get real conservative Republicans, not the kind of rhino prick Republicans that bend over and show the Democrats they're fucking assholes every time they look at them sideways or call them a fucking racist. You know what? Call me a fucking racist. Call me an extremist. You know what? I want my fucking liberty. I want my birthright my founding fathers promised me. Not some leftist fucking authoritarian bullshit that you're trying to give us today. Don't hand me that fucking bill of goods. I want the liberty that was promised by our forefathers. And most people do too. talking about how they're going to, oh, we got to talk about reparations. The people that should have got reparations were 6 generations ago. Bullshit. And I want reparations for family that fought in the Civil War, whether they did or not. You're going to give money away to people whether their families were enslaved or not just because they're black. So I want my fucking reparations for fighting in the Civil War because I'm white. Talk about how all white people are bad. How many fucking hundreds of thousands of white people died for the abolitionist movement? I'm sick of this one side fucking mentally ill leftist bullshit history they try to push on everybody. It is the opposite, and it makes no fucking sense. How Project 1619, America wasn't anything. We came over here so we could have slaves. Well, slavery was already a thing around the world before we even fucking got here in 1492. We didn't need to have to sneak over here with slaves. Slaves were brought here in 1619 by a Dutch slave ship that needed provisions and repairs and had no way to pay. And they left 19 slaves at our doorstep as payment. That's how it got started here. Not that we go out and look for these goddamn slaves. White people weren't going into the interior of Africa grabbing these people. Other Africans were grabbing Africans that lost in a fucking village fight or in a tribal war. Grabbed their slaves that they captured, the losing tribe, and sold them off to whoever would fucking buy them. Muslims were selling slaves, other blacks were selling slaves. White people pulled up on a ship and bought slaves that were already brought to us. Black people made it easy to buy other black people. That's who you should be blaming for slavery. Not that we're 100% innocent, but we weren't going through that kind of trouble to get them. Mental illness. You guys are mentally ill, you leftist motherfuckers. No way would I want you to rule over me or my fucking family. You're poisoning the fucking kids now. You're poisoning generations. And I'll tell you what, they're gonna regret it. And you stupid fucking motherfuckers that follow these pricks, these leftist pricks that you elect, you're gonna fucking regret it. I guarantee it. Because nothing they're telling you is the truth. They're talking about what's Joe Biden's Build Back Better? What the fuck are you building back? You've fucking been doing nothing but destroying since you walked through the fucking doors of the White House. How many hundreds of thousand jobs were lost? Taxes went up. Look at the price of gas. It's gone up almost $1 in a month. That wasn't Donald Trump. That's you, Joe Biden. You fucking old piece of shit. Scratching away your fucking executive orders, which probably most of them are illegal because you're trying to make them hold the weight of law. You're not a legislator. You're a fucking administrator. We got some fucked up problems in this country, and you fucking people better pay the fuck attention, or you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose your right to fucking have property. You're gonna lose your right to own a car. You're gonna be in mass transit on fucking in a rented fucking house or apartment. They're gonna take all the land for themselves. They're gonna take everything. You're gonna be on a fucking rice line. Telling you have no fucking idea what you're doing. Look at fucking history. You got a computer in the fucking house. You got a couple of them. Get online. Learn what the fuck happened with these socialist fucking countries. With fucking the communist socialists. There was one after the other. Soviet Union. Nazi Germany. Fucking Pol Pot, Cambodia. You have Africa had their share of fucking dictators. And all it brings is fucking ethnic cleansing. What the Democrats are trying to do to white people, especially white males today, is the same thing the Nazis did to the Jews. Started demonizing them. Started trying to dehumanize them. Then they come up with little laws here. You can't go to the public pool. You can't go to this. That's only for these people. And the next thing you know, they're yanking you out of your fucking shops, yanking you out of your fucking homes, and putting you on a fucking boxcar to your death. Might not happen to me, might not happen to you, but it'll be happening to your fucking children, you let these leftist pricks. Listen to Bill Gates. Because he got a fucking couple more dollars than everybody else. He thinks he's got the fucking right to choose who lives and who dies. Talking about we have to decrease the population. Prick, that's not for you to decide. I don't remember God coming from the fucking heavens above and saying, Bill Gates, you decide who lives or dies for me. I don't remember that happening. These other rich motherfuckers, too, think they can decide fates of nations. Well, we better fucking stop that or they're going to, and it's not going to be good for us, because we're nobody to them. You think fucking Zuckerberg and Bezos and fucking all these other fucking rich leftist pricks, you think they give a fuck? I love it. Oh, Democrats are for the little guy. Yeah, well, the little guy's been getting fucked in the ass for quite a long time by these fucking Democrats. I don't see shit from the little guy. I don't see little guys donating much to him. All I see is big corporations throwing millions of dollars at him. Old money, new money, to the Democrats. And what do? They fuck us with the money. You better figure out quickly what these fucking leftist pricks are all about. I can only tell you so much and so many times. You gotta learn the fucking horrors of these people before it's too fucking late. Because I know the tenacity of a lot of people in this fucking country. And I fear that if they pull the same bullshit in 2024 or even 2022 that they pulled in 2020 with stealing this fucking election and installing Joe Biden, I have a feeling there's going to be blood in this country flowing through the streets like fucking water. And that's a fear. Because it's going to be life disrupting and life changing and not for the better. Think about it. We are in a lot of fucking trouble here. How many more times can we take getting raped over the coals by these motherfucking leftist pricks? We get out of it a little bit. Obama had us in the toilet for 8 years. Not to say he put us there. George Bush and that Democrat Congress got us in the fucking toilet. Obama kept us in the fucking toilet. Donald Trump finally got us out of the toilet. And they said, fuck it, we're going to steal this election and push those fuckers right back in the toilet. And I don't want to be in the toilet any longer than I have to. I don't want to be in there at all. Talk about 4 years telling us how Donald Trump was a white supremacist, a white nationalist, a fucking racist, a bigot, a fucking whatever the fuck they told you. And he gets 30 to 40% of the black and Hispanic vote. You know why? Because they're not stupid either. They saw right through the bullshit. Yeah, I got a job and more fucking money since Donald Trump's been on the scene. Wages been stagnant, going down. We had 4 years of Donald Trump. Wages went up 2.2 fucking percent. Something that hasn't been done in fucking the 12 prior years. Unemployment, 3.2%. Everybody that was wanted and willing to work was working. There were 7 million jobs that couldn't be filled because there wasn't enough people to get up off their ass that weren't working to take those jobs. Now here's your fucking reason to have some legal immigration to fill those jobs. But not so much immigration that you fuck up the pricing system. That's what I don't understand about these fucking leftists. That's why they're mentally ill. They complain they need $15 an hour to live. There's no job that guarantees anybody a fucking life-sustaining wage if you got a family. If you're working at McDonald's for $8 an hour and you have kids, well, you fucking did it wrong and that's your own fault. It's just ridiculous. Wages were rising. Then you could bring in people to fill the unfilled jobs. You don't fucking kill jobs. Invite the fucking world into your country. Now you're fucking, it's not a fucking labor market anymore. It's a fucking, it's the opposite. You got too much labor. You have more jobs than labor, the price goes up. You got more laborers than jobs, the price goes down. So you do everything you can to suppress the price of labor, then complain you got to make a law to artificially raise the price of labor. You're fucking retarded. You're mentally ill. You're stupid. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these fucking leftist Democrats. You do things the opposite of how they're supposed to be done, and you wonder why it's not working. And you complain you got to make a law to raise wages. No. Stop letting the illegals in here. Stop fucking doing things to suppress the jobs. And then the wages will go up on their own. Stop fucking with the natural order of things, and you won't have to complain about things not working right. Everything the leftists do are fucking frustrating. But keep your eye on the fucking ball. That H.R. 1 fucking law passes that Pelosi's doing, the We the People Act. No, it's the Fuck the People in Their Ass Act. Now they're going to try to take the laws out of the states and put them into the federal government for redrawing districts and how voting laws are going to go. That's for the states. They have to come up with constitutional amendments for a lot of what they want to do. You want D.C. to become a state or have representation? That's in the Constitution. It's not supposed to be represented. It's not supposed to be a state. We got problems. These leftists just want to bulldoze our fucking republic and make an authoritarian democracy where 51% will say, I want what's the 49% and I want it now. And the government says, we voted, I got to take it. Telling you, there's going to be blood. We have to get these leftists out of the government and out for good. Because we cannot take more rounds of getting fucked over by these fucking mentally ill dictators and expect to maintain our republic. Hope for the best. Work towards liberty. Always err on the side of liberty. Don't listen to these fucking retarded leftist fucks ever. Think about it. Try to have a good one.